Hello, Arlene. My name is Robert Menzies. I'm the CAMA National Chair. CAMA is the Canadian Agri-food Marketers Alliance.
Hi, Arlene. I'm Mary Thornley. I'm the CAMA Executive Director.
The Canadian Agri-food Marketers Alliance is a dynamic national alliance connecting agri-food marketers and communicators across the country. We're a national organization, but we've got 5 provincial chapters, including one in your home province. We are participating in a Grow Our People Summit in November, and we believe you would be an ideal participant in that summit. And so this is our pitch to you as to why you want to join us. So as we know, we followed you along, of course, and we know some of your history, and obviously with Dragon's Den, and as well as more recently within your focus of food and beverage and health focus. And so we believe that this summit would be ideal for not only for yourself, but obviously for us as well, as it relates to your interest in this dynamic industry of agri-food and health within the country. So we're hoping that over the next few minutes, we'll be able to successfully pitch you on why you want to join us at the summit in November.
I'm just going to give you a little overview about the Grow Our People Summit. So the Grow Our People Summit was created for the 2 million people who work in the agriculture and food industry in Canada. We want to invest in them, we want to thank them, and get them energized and equipped for the future. So the goals for the summit is to create a fun and engaging opportunity to grow our people's skills and our networks across the traditional sectors and association borders as well. And so we are working with several partners with this summit as well, which we'll list a little bit later. So we're going to be hosting concurrent sessions throughout the summit, and they're going to focus on business, communication, and leadership skills. So we want to create an opportunity to engage and build relationships within our teams, our customers, new connections, and just have a lot of great fun. So the vision of the summit is to create the most topical, actionable, and fun summit for people in Canadian agriculture and food to learn, connect, and grow. So CAMA is one of the 8 partners that I alluded to that have joined together to make this summit possible. So the partners are all bringing their expertise to provide content for the concurrent sessions. So for CAMA, we are holding 2 of the sessions that are going to focus on sales and marketing. And this is where we think that you would be an ideal speaker to participate in our CAMA sessions. So the 8 partners that the summit is working with, these are all nonprofit associations. And part of the goal for the summit is to bring awareness to these other nonprofit groups that probably don't have an opportunity to have a platform like this to showcase who they are and build more recognition for them within the agri-food industry as well. So we are all a family of partners. We all focus on agri-food and we all have the same goals. So our partners for the summit are the Canadian Outstanding Young Farmers, the Rural Ontario Institute, the Ag in the Classroom Canada, Canadian Agriculture Human Resource Council, the Do More Agriculture Foundation, CAMA, of course, utensil.ca, and the Canadian Agribusiness Education Foundation. So the summit has been able to partner with some sponsors as well. I know they're looking for more sponsors, but these are the initial major players in the ag and food industry that have stepped up to financially support the summit. These are sponsors who also believe in the vision of the summit and are wanting to ensure that it's a success, and they're going to bring their people and participate in the summit as well.
So speaking a little bit about who's going to be attending the summit, we really are going to be attracting the leaders. And I'll talk about a little bit about that, what that actually means and who those individuals are. And we know this is something that's shared by you as well. And being an entrepreneur yourself, leadership is such an important aspect, especially within the Canadian agri-food industry as it relates to leadership and innovation. And so in terms of the attendees for the summit, our focus, of course, with CAMA is the disciplines of marketing, communications, and sales. But as Mary just went over the list of our other fellow partners, it really is a wide group of individuals who will be at the summit, which is one of the really great things about this, because quite often, as you probably already know, Arlene, is that agriculture and agri-food is usually quite in quite a few silos. And so we really are bringing everyone together within the food and the Canadian food agri-food industry together to really connect and collaborate and reconnect, in particular with the last couple of years where we've really not been together in the same room and celebrate. And of course, with the mandate and the mission of the summit that Mary took us through, it really is to grow as an individual as well. In terms of leaders specifically, we're also looking at future leaders. So the summit organizers are also going to be attracting the future leaders. So those could be post-secondary students. They could be people earlier in their careers to also participate in the summit to grow their expertise and really their network within the agri-food industry. There are, so our session that Mary spoke to earlier, this is the theme which for our 2 sessions, which is the Pitch Me IRL, which stands for in real life. So as I just alluded to, and we all know the last couple of years, not so much in real life, more so on those Zoom calls as we're doing today or with this video. So this is where the idea and the theme was born for CAMA. Now, as we are a sales, marketing, communications focused organization, our 2 sessions are going to be focusing on that, and specifically pitching either ourselves or pitching a product. So again, we see this obviously being a really perfect and ideal fit for your participation. And so we know that those first few seconds, whether you are pitching a product or just pitching yourself at a cocktail event, really can make or break that first crucial impression or pitch. And so that was the impetus for our theme. Specifically how we break those down, there's a morning, there's an afternoon session. So the morning session, and Mary's going to talk in a little bit about specifically where we see you being involved and participating in both of the sessions. But as an overview, the morning session really is more learning about those best practices, setting that foundation for what goes into that ideal pitch. Again, either pitching yourself or a product or something else. And so hearing from experts within this space of innovation or investment is what we're going to be focusing on for the morning, and starting to build that foundation and hearing what goes into making that ideal pitch for yourself or your product. The afternoon is really what we say we'll be rolling up our sleeves through a workbook component and really putting the knowledge that we learned in the morning session to a hands-on workshop in the afternoon. That afternoon we'll actually be doing double duty, where we'll be building our individual pitches. And then for the lucky few, we're also assembling a panel of real investors as well as agri-food elite. And so we'll be able to, so that handful of individuals will be able to pitch themselves or their ideas to this panel of experts, and where there'll be some great interaction. So whether you're pitching yourselves or just in the audience watching, you'll be hearing the back and forth dialogue of the individuals who are on the panel with their own personal perspectives, if that's with an investment standpoint or more so from any of the other industry elites. And then also just hearing back and forth some of the conversations and recommendations as the individual will do their pitch to the panel.
There's a few other opportunities that we see you being involved in the summit as well. So in the morning, this is where you'd be involved in presenting in the CAMA session. And then at lunchtime, the summit has organized a Meet the Characters Leadership Powered Lunch. So our keynote speaker is Dr. Jeffrey Barnes, and he's an author and has studied Walt Disney, and he's going to be sharing in his keynote speech about being a great leader. So we're weaving a lot of Disney magic into the summit, and so part of this is the Meet the Characters, where we are inviting industry leaders from the industry to host a table. So then attendees can sign up and sit with their favorite character. And this is just a great networking opportunity for the attendees and also for the leaders. So we hope that you would host a table and be one of our characters for our Leadership Power Lunch. And then in the afternoon is where we would continue with the afternoon CAMA session. where we would have people presenting their pitches to you and to a panel of other industry leaders as well. And then after the CAMA session, we are having a fireside chat with Jeffrey Barnes as well. So this is an invite only for C-suite and industry leaders. Again, just a great networking opportunities for those within the industry to have a little one-on-one time with Jeffrey Barnes and other leaders like yourself. So we hope that you would join in that event as well. So just to give you an overview of sort of who would be involved with the CAMA event and the summit. We, in the CAMA community, we have a wide variety of leaders and cross-section of people who work in the industry. So you can feel free to read these bios of people who are involved in CAMA and who will be attending the CAMA summit as well. So again, it's a great group of people, a wide variety of experience and expertise within the agri-food industry.
So there it is. There's our pitch for you, Arlene. So we're hoping that we've been successful in that. We believe that there's some great synergies between yourself, where you're going with your interests and where you're spending your time, and with the theme of the summit as well. So we hope we'll hear from you soon, and you'll be considering joining us in November in Niagara Falls. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you.